morning, guys. So it may not look like it, but my sunburn is actually getting a little better today. You can see like it's pretty much gone on like my cheeks and chin area. My nose, it actually looks worse than it is. My nose is always like, I always get like, even if I get like really tanned, it just gets kind of like crusty, I guess, as gross as that sounds. So like the nose isn't the worst part. My forehead has been the worst part of my face, and it's still like, it's definitely getting better though, because like yesterday I couldn't even like move my eyebrows without my like, you know, skin hurting. And obviously my chest is just like horrendous, but it's getting better slowly. My arms are feeling better. My shoulders are still like, you know, pretty burnt, but like at least it's moving in the direction of getting better. Honestly, I think the camera is making things look a little redder and more dramatic than they are actually in person, but whatever. Also, oh, the hurricane like actually did, so I think we got the worst of it last night / today. So we were starting to get some pretty heavy rain last night while we were watching TV in the basement, and then overnight Miles said, I didn't wake up to this, but he said that there was a pretty like crazy thunderstorm, and like that it was like loud enough that it like woke him up and he couldn't get back to sleep, and that like Dakota was even getting a little freaked out and like came up on the bed and like snuggled with him. But yeah, then this morning we've definitely had some pretty heavy rain again. I don't think, it hasn't really been thundering or lightning here though today, but yeah, I think that's probably the worst we're gonna get. But I think it's over for the day because it seems to be no longer raining. But anyways, I did forget to tell you yesterday, or show you guys rather, that while we were at the beach, Miles and I hit up, they have the, I think they're called the Tanger Outlets, something like that. They have like these 3 huge outdoor shopping malls full of outlet stores. And so we went there when we went to Dewey Beach with my family a couple years ago, and then we also went there yesterday. And I will say Banana Republic always has the best deals. Like they will have more affordable things over like the Gap or like, you know, more traditionally what you would think of as less expensive stores. But Banana Republic, their sales make it so unbelievable. So you can get these really, really nice, you know, shirts and stuff for really inexpensive. So I took advantage of that again this trip. And I also got a couple other things that I wanted to show you guys. You want to come up while I'm filming? Come on. Here you go. You can't, no, you can't sleep on the shirt though. Come on. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, stay off that shirt. All right, so, well, Dakota just messed up my cute little display, but the first couple things I got were some jewelry items from Francesca's. I hope it focuses because this is teeny, teeny, tiny, but I got these cute little delicate stud earrings that have like a pave disc and then a little tiny like, I really hope that's focusing. It's so small, I can't even tell in the camera if it's focused or not. But it has a little tiny ring kind of dangling off the disc, and they're just super tiny and delicate, and I fell in love with them. So I got those earrings, and their jewelry were all buy one, get one 50% off, I believe. And I think they were both, no, I think the bracelet was 18 and the earrings were 16, something like that. And so I ended up getting them both for around $25 if I remember correctly. But anyways, and there's no sales tax in Delaware, which is phenomenal. But this bracelet is like what I originally like picked out to get for myself, and oh my gosh, I am literally obsessed with it. It's just the cutest little daintiest, like sparkly, I don't know, I just am so in love with it. So it obviously is like 2 bracelets kind of connected into one. The one has just a whole bunch of like, you know, teeny tiny little crystals going around the bracelet, and then the other one is a simple gold chain with like a kind of chunky gold disc as the detail. And then I love this type of closure, and I've been really wanting a bracelet with this type of closure. It's basically like, it's one big thing, so you open it like that, and I'm not gonna be able to reclose it with one hand, but yeah, you basically then just pull the 2 dangling pieces to tighten it around your wrist, and then it has these really cute little dainty, delicate, dangling, I don't know, chains with a little gold ball at the end. I just think it's such a cute look, and yeah, I've really been wanting a bracelet like this. It's like a little tangled up right now. There you go, that's untangled, so you guys can get the full effect of what it looks like when it's, you know, dangling off your wrist. But yeah, I just think it's the daintiest, prettiest bracelet, and I just think both of these pieces go perfectly together, and I love them both. But on to the shirts that I got. Both these shirts are from Banana Republic. I believe this was the first one I picked out, and it's a really comfy, like stretchy material. It's like super soft and stretchy. It's in this pretty like kind of navy blue color, and then has this like panel that it's like completely unattached, so it just kind of hangs down. I might like do a try on haul at some point for you guys, but I just don't feel like changing right now since like my skin is on fire. But anyways, it's just basic t-shirt that's kind of, you know, fancied up a little bit with this extra fabric hanging down in the front. It has a pretty high neckline, which I'm normally not a super fan of, but it's not too uncomfortable, so that's why I bought it. And then the back has this cute little keyhole detail, which I always love. And this shirt was actually, it was $14.99 on clearance, but then this shirt was an additional, I want to say either 40 or 60% off. Whatever it was, it ended up being $9 for this shirt, which again, for Banana Republic is just unbeatable. And I got an extra small in both these shirts. I've been kind of less and less of an extra small recently. However, Banana Republic, in my experience, has always run big, and so I always get extra small from them because their stuff is always just like slightly bigger than other stores. I don't know if that's just me, but that's the experience that I've had. And then this shirt is the other shirt that I got, and they also had it in black, but I tried it on, I don't think they had an extra small in black, so I tried on the small, it was a little too big, and then I tried on the pink and the extra small, and I didn't think I was going to like it, because it's like, I don't know, kind of like a purpley pink, and I'm not a huge fan of that color normally, but I fell in love with it when it was on. I think it's so cute, and it's going to be like the perfect color for fall, and it's just like a really, like, again, comfortable, but like dressed up and cute looking shirt, and it has these really cute little flutter sleeves on the side and a little tiny v-neck at the neckline there. And yeah, I just think it's super cute, and I'm really excited to wear this. And this was $45.99 on clearance, and then the clearance was an additional 50% off, so I think this was around $20 when all was said and done. And so yeah, that's what I got at the outlets. And the last thing I got on this vacation was a charm for my charm bracelet. If you guys have been following me, you know that I have been keeping a charm bracelet for, I mean, since like elementary school, and every vacation I go on, I get a charm to add to the bracelet, and so obviously I had to get myself a charm from this vacation, and I got it from, this one is from John Medeiros, maybe, I think that's what it says, I don't know. I try and get like, you know, personalized charms so I can remember where they each came from and not just get, you know, like a new little flip-flop charm for each beach vacation, because obviously they would end up all running together. So this is the one that I found for Dewey, and honestly it gets harder and harder every time because no one makes charms anymore, so I was really happy to find something that was actually personalized to Lewis. So yeah, it's a little bigger than I would like because it's not exactly a charm. I think it's meant to be like, I don't know, one of those like Pandora bracelets or something like that, like slip-on, but since the top part does have some holes in it, I'll be able to add a little jump ring onto it and put it onto the charm bracelet, no problem. But yeah, I hope you can see this. I don't want to, it'll go out of focus if I get too close, but it's just a sterling silver heart that says Lewis on it, and then the back is also really pretty and has just like a little cutout design in it. So yeah, that's the charm that I chose to commemorate this vacation. And now today, the rest of the day is just going to kind of be working on getting everything back to normal. I did a load of laundry yesterday, and so I'm going to fold all that. I still have a little bit of unpacking to do and some dishes to kind of catch up on, and just kind of getting the house back in working order since we weren't here over the weekend. And yeah, so I'm going to go get a start on that. Alright, so I folded all of my laundry. I also did all my dishes. Well, not all my dishes. There's a couple pots that I still have to wash that just didn't fit on the drying rack. But taking a little bit of a break and flipping through Ballard Designs. And they must have accidentally, nope, it was meant for us. They sent it to the right house, but they need to get their demographics checked because, oh my goodness, it's expensive. But oh my goodness, I like die. Pottery Barn has nothing on Ballard Designs. This stuff is so beautiful. Like, I almost see how they charge as much as they do, but it's still like obscenely expensive, like obscenely expensive, but it's just so pretty. I love it. Like, talk about house freaking goals. So I'm just kind of sitting here looking at all the stuff that I can't afford, planning my dream house. And yeah, it's kind of fun, kind of depressing, but I'm enjoying myself. And Miles should be home pretty soon, so yeah. I still have a little bit of stuff left to do around the house. Like I said, I still have like a couple pots I have to wash, and I still have to like unpack the rest of our suitcases because I didn't finish that, besides like the laundry we brought home. Obviously, I washed that, but that was like separate. I bring like a little like mesh straw string bag that I like put all our laundry in, so like when we get home, it's all separated already. So yeah, but I still have to kind of unpack everything else. And so I'm gonna try and get to that in a bit. Alrighty guys, we're winding things down over here. It's actually the end of the night. Miles got home from work and we actually headed out and got dinner from Red Robin because it was National Cheeseburger Day and Miles really wanted a cheeseburger.
Merritt's being nice. I was grumpy, so she let me go get cheeseburgers and didn't film and vlog for the evening.
We were letting him have his time and space. Well, unfortunately, we had a pretty awful experience with Red Robin.
Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about it.
I know, I don't even want to but it was just the most horrendous customer service and experience. Yeah, like...
Oh, no, I had to tell it. You brought it up.
Sorry.
No, I mean, so what? We ordered online at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Got to the and it said it would be ready by like 7:17. So we got to the restaurant after that. I stood there for after that I mean by like 7:20. And so like, I stood there for a few minutes and with a bunch of other people and nobody was even at the little like to-go desk. And then once somebody finally came out, he didn't even like acknowledge the people that were standing there. I mean, he did. He was just like, we're working to get everybody's orders out. So I was like, all right, whatever. I wasn't mad. So then he came back out again and I asked, I was like, is there, an order for Miles? And he goes, your order is up. They're working on it. It'll be out in a minute. So then I sat there, another 5-10 minutes. He came out again, a few more times, and finally he asked me, he goes, what's your name again? And I was like, Miles, and my order was sitting there on the shelf the whole time, even after I had asked, is it ready? I looked at the receipt too, and it was printed out at 7:28. So I don't know, yeah.
That's weird.
Right?
Yeah, because you said the bag was there from the beginning, right?
Yeah, so, we must have walked in after, or I must have walked in after that. Maybe it was 7:30. I guess it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
We got the food, he came back to the cart, it was 7:55.
Yeah.
So he was in the restaurant for half an hour.
Yeah. So, the food was cold.
Because they don't have a warming shelf, which, I'm sorry, what restaurant that offers, to-go options like that doesn't have a warming shelf for their food?
But it was also irritating because my food was sitting there the whole time I was waiting for it, and the guy just didn't bother to, look at the receipt. All of the orders that were sitting there to make sure that mine wasn't there and ready. And so...
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, and then it was cold. There was no bacon on my hamburger.
There was the tiniest amount of guacamole. Yeah. I got a guacamole burger, and there was literally probably
there's basically no
a teaspoon. It was a thin layer on
basically
the bun.
Wiped it on there like it was mayonnaise.
Yeah,
ketchup or something.
With guacamole, you put you put guacamole on. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so it was just really disappointing experience.
And I didn't do it tonight because I didn't want to do it while I was mad, and obviously they were very busy, so I wanted to not do it then. But tomorrow I'm going to call and be like, dude, so I went, I'm just going to explain what happened and be like,
A, the order was wrong. B, it was sitting there for half an hour incorrectly. I was waiting for it, and it was right there.
I got it, it was cold, not to mention it was sitting there the whole time I was waiting for it. Hire more people, or I don't know, have more people working.
And if it was just one of the issues, I don't know.
Yeah, if it was just one of the things.
Which I'm trying not to be
I didn't care that it was taking a while if the food was going to actually be coming out hot.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, all right, fine, whatever.
Sometimes you gotta wait, yeah.
It's coming out, at least it's going to be hot. My tipping point was when I realized it had been sitting there the whole time and it wasn't hot. So...
Yeah, so literally waiting there the entire time while the food was just getting colder and colder.
And this is not the first time, this particular Red Robin, every single time we've ordered to go from there, I show up at the time of, they say it's 15 to 20 minutes for your order. I show up at that 15 to 20 minute mark, and I still end up waiting 15 to 20 minutes, longer for my order to actually be ready. So it's I don't know if it's all of them, or this particular one, that wants me to stop.
We're gonna settle down now.
You brought it up.
Because I was explaining to them what our night had been.
Anyway, I'm just
So
tired.
yeah, this has been a 5-minute Red Robin rant.
For some reason, I do this thing where I go on vacation and then I come back and I have a really hard time reacclimating to like going back to work.
Yeah.
But
Yep. But anyways, we watched some
Parks
and Rec. I am exhausted. I'm really tired. I'm ready to go to bed. Come on.
Is it Parks and Rec or Park and Recs?
It's Parks and Rec.
Okay. Parks and Recreation. Yeah. That makes sense.
It's not Park and Recreations.
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's Parks and Rec.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I can never remember if it's Parks and Rec or Parks and Recreation, like the actual title of the show. I think it's just Parks and Rec. No, Parks and Recreation. Yeah, you learn something new every day. All right, well, yeah, we're going to head on up to bed.
Oh, God, I'm doing that thing where I've said it too many times in my head and now it sounds weird.
Oh, good. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog, and please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.